check out my newest video ranking every episode of What If. I really enjoyed making that one, and if you clicked on this video, then you might like that as well. I've been a big defender of Marvel's Multiverse Saga for a long time, but I'm not so delusional as to think that there aren't some meaningful underlying problems with this last 4 or 5 year stretch of the genre. For me, though, one of the bigger and more under-discussed ones has nothing to do really with the quality of the writing in the projects, or even anything to do with the special effects, but instead with the sheer volume of output relative to how long it takes for characters to reappear. What I mean by that is, look at the Multiverse Saga projects which have been really well received. Look at something like Shang-Chi. It might be easy to forget amongst the waves of negativity that get directed toward these movies, but people liked Shang-Chi. Given the context that it came out in the height of COVID, that movie made decent money and critics and audiences really liked it. And yet, if you look up the most latest news on that movie, they're not even going to be filming the sequel until next year. That's 5 years after it came out. There are people who are fans of characters like Shang-Chi, or Ms. Marvel, or the new Hawkeye, or even the Eternals, or She-Hulk. But a big part of what made the Infinity Saga such a cultural media juggernaut was just how much inherent hype there was to be built around discussing and theorizing and anticipating when characters would show up again, what other characters they would interact with and have surprising chemistry with. I feel really strongly about this. It's not necessarily that the OG crop of MCU leads were necessarily any deeper or more interesting than the new guys, but with such long breaks between character appearances, I've seen people who like these characters basically give up on the idea of ever seeing them again. And that is a massive Achilles heel for a franchise that lives and dies on people's long-term investment. Whatever form the Marvel Cinematic Universe takes after Secret Wars, it has to return to the basic principle of having characters make their introduction and then reappear within no more than 2 or 3 years. We are just now about to see Sam Wilson for the first time since his TV show 4 years ago, and once upon a time, that guy was literally in one project per year for like 4 years in a row. I don't know, I don't hear nearly enough people talk about this, and I think I'm making sense, but what do you think?